Hi everyone, my name is Madeline Scott and I'm here today because I share a deep concern for students and children who experience trauma at home, especially affected by domestic violence. Studies show that in the United States, over 15 million children live in homes where domestic violence has occurred at least once, and many of them struggle in school as a result of this. These children often live in constant fear, finding it hard to trust adults and have difficulty concentrating or regulating their emotions in the classroom or elsewhere. So as educators, we often cannot change what happens at home, but we can create a safe and consistent learning environment that helps children rebuild trust, stability, and confidence in the classroom. The problem I want to address is how we can support the emotional and behavioral needs of children impacted by trauma so that they can thrive both academically and socially in and outside of the classroom. My educational innovation is going to be based on the behaviorism theory, which looks at how behavior is learned and reinforced through interactions with the environment. So it focuses on observable actions rather than internal thoughts or feelings. So positive behaviors can be encouraged through reinforcement, while negative behaviors can be reduced by not reinforcing them at all. So researchers like B.F. Skinner and John Watson showed that behavior can be shaped through consistent rewards and consequences. So in the classroom, this could mean that when a student receives praise or a small reward for positive behavior, they're more likely to repeat it, whereas if they receive a negative reaction for negative behavior, they're less than likely to repeat it. So behaviorism gives teachers tools to create structure, predictability, and motivation, which are things that children who experience trauma really benefit from. And as far as innovation, I know it's not something completely new, but my innovation is a positive behavior support program, also known as PBSP, designed specifically for students who have experienced domestic violence or other forms of trauma. The program would train teachers to use reinforcement strategies that build trust and reward positive social and emotional behaviors like participation, cooperation, and self-regulation. For example, when a student shows kindness or manages frustration, the teacher could reward them with a small praise, a point system, even group points, or small privileges that encourage them to keep growing. And over time, these positive reinforcements will help replace fear-based reactions with feelings of safety and self-worth. The program also focuses on consistency, so teachers, counselors, and caregivers would all work together to apply the same expectations and reinforcements across different settings. This can mean in the classroom, in clubs, in different organizations. So this ensures that students get steady, predictable feedback wherever they are, which will really help with their sense of control and belonging and rebuilding that self-worth. So to make this program effective, we would need training materials for teachers, collaboration with school counselors, and partnerships with local trauma-informed organizations. So funding would really support professional development workshops and classroom behavior tracking tools and just the small student rewards. So those teachers aren't going to be having to pay out of pocket when they could easily be getting funding for this. So these resources are essential to ensure that staff can confidently apply behaviorist techniques in a supportive and yet trauma-sensitive way. So I'd love your support in bringing this idea to life. With some help from local education foundations and community partners, I believe that we could start by trying this positive behavior support program in a few schools and then see how it helps students feel more confident, focused, and supported in the class. I believe that together we can build classrooms that truly heal and that create safe spaces for the children where they feel valued and yet ready to learn. So thank you for taking this time to listen and for considering this opportunity to make a real difference in these kids' lives. Thank you.